you know, it doesn't seem hard being homeless. Because all you got to do is go to the store. Well, if you got some type of means, like EBT, you could just go to the store, buy you some food, and then have you a couple change of clothes and keep doing it all over again. All you need is food. That's all you really need. And that's why I'm like, it's not hard to be homeless. As long as you can maintain having food.
To stay right here.
A lot of us feel like we have to do it because that's what we were conditioned to do. But it's a lot of people that are breaking that conditioned mindset, and they are breaking free from those patterns, those type of patterns in our lives. Like having a job, they're breaking free because they are homeless. They've made a decision and said, I would rather be homeless than to be tormented every day. But I would rather be homeless than struggle with the enslavement of my mind. I would rather be homeless than have the government and everybody else enslave my mind, to meet criteria, to do what's expected of me. I would rather be homeless than to be a slave to the system. That's the choice, So you go nameless, you go blameless, you go without responsibility, and you're free. You don't have no rent, you don't have no bills, you don't have to worry about anything. That's retirement. The only hump you have to get over is wanting too much or wanting anything. As much as I'm allergic to nature, I'm just throw that in there. As much as I'm allergic to nature, I'm out here itching and scratching because I would rather be here than deal with the itching and the scratching of my mind, mentally rather than physically. Physically rather than mentally. It's a decision, but a lot of people are still afraid. I feel like that fear has died down some because the more people that's doing it, the less uncomfortable you are with the situation. The younger generation won't understand because they are in school right now, so they're looking like, hold on, why aren't you working? Why are you out here begging? Why don't you do it yourself? And that's because that's how we were trained. We were trained to look at these people the way they are and to judge them and to criticize them. But little do they know they're free from what you are about to experience. They discovered the secret, and ain't nobody making it easier for us. Ain't nobody making it easier for them. Ain't nobody making it easier for me, because this is where they would rather me be, and it's a blessing in disguise because I don't have to deal with you anymore. It's a blessing in disguise because you don't get to play with my mind anymore. You don't get to hurt me anymore. You don't get to treat me. You can treat me however you want to, but I'm out of your reach. I'm out of your presence. I'm in a different space, and that's all anyone can ever ask for, is to get away from those type of people that hold a whip over you, over your mind, over your heart, over your life. And to get away from those people that constantly want you to do right by them instead of worrying or caring for yourself. It's a blessing in disguise. You kick me out, you blessing me from your presence. Of course I have a child on my shoulder, or I got a child on my hip, or I got a child holding my hand. I can't think like that. I have to think about him first, so I can't just be like, oh yeah, deuces, thank you. You did me a favor by the end of the day. No, I can't do that. I have to think about him first, And no matter how hard it is, hopefully there's understanding by the end of it all. Life I don't know whether I should say the world or life, because two isn't one. Life isn't hard. People just make it hard. Life is really easy if you just get out and see and quiet your mind to a certain capacity. I just had to throw that in there because it rhymed. But quiet your mind to really listen and know that everything that we are going through is out of our own doing. But if we was to step away and see that we can really be and just be, if we step away from everybody on our inside and leave that box completely. So with that being said, me and my son are about to enjoy this peace and quiet, and we have some chips, we have Lunchable sandwiches, and we got some mayo packets, and that is going to be our dinner for tonight, because obviously we ran out of time to get there. You know, everything is on the clock.
Open, please.
And that's even more frustrating. This is my chips.
Open, please. Open, please.
We're on everybody else's time. And the more I talk about it, the more aggravating it is, because it's the truth. The truth hurts. Because it's the truth, you know. I can't eat on my time. If you want to eat, you better, you know, come make it here by this time. It's basically like begging, you know.
Usher, you eating?
Yeah. And when I'm hungry, I'm hungry, but I'm not about to go out of my way or break my back just to make it to dinner, because y'all have it on a certain time, and if you miss it, you miss it. When the kitchen closes, the kitchen closes. There's no sympathy, there's no sympathy, and there's no mercy. There's no mercy. As many people beg for mercy, just like this girl in the bus, she had a dog named Mercy. As much as people beg for mercy, where's the mercy when you close them doors and you're doing your job, and you don't care about the child being hungry at night because the doors are closed, and you take it upon yourself to say, no, I have to follow orders, I have to follow rules, when it's really your decision. By the end of the day, you can make the choice to feed that child. Where's your mercy? As much as y'all beg for mercy, where's your mercy towards the situation? In order to have mercy or beg for mercy, you have to have some type of
What's this up?
you have to know how to care. So yeah, talk to you next time. Bye.